Okay, so now in this video, we are going to be implementing React into our project. So let's get started. The first thing that we want to do is create our client folder. So now that we have our client folder, I still have my server and my database and stuff running. So what I'm going to do is create another terminal, and I'm going to cd into my client so I can install React. Okay, so now that we have our client folder created, we want to install our React app. So let's do npx create React app. Let's do it in this folder, the client folder. So with the dot, it does it like this. So I'm gonna let everything install and I will be right back. Okay, so now that React has installed, let's go ahead and just start it. So npm start, that runs React for us. We actually are gonna delete a few things as well. It comes with a lot of stuff that we don't need. So as that's opening up, let's just stop this. Stop the server. Let's delete. I just want to delete this. The logo. Bye logo. Well, all this stuff don't matter. I just want to delete some of this stuff. All right, so we have some stuff deleted here. Just have the index.css, the app, and the app.css. So now let's just, what the fuck? npm run start, I think. So let's start up React, get our development server started. Oh, the logo thing. Let me see, it's called somewhere. Let's save it. Oh, logo is defined. We don't want any of this anyway. So let's do h1. Oops. h1 high. Cool. Let's see. Just freaking logo everywhere. I think I just need to restart it. All right, cool. Yep, just had to refresh. Cool. So we have high right here. All right, so React is there. So now that we have this here, let's just create like a basic form. So let's do div. Let's do div, and then let's put a label. And then what is it? First name. So let's do first name. And then with that, we're going to do an input field. It's going to be type of text. Then on change, I'm going to add an on change event listener. And then that's going to pass in, man, just off on coding today. It's going to pass in an event. I'll just do E. And what we want to do is take the E, which is the event, and then let's add our hooks. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is import useState. From React. Okay, so now that we have that set up, what we want to do now is get our variable. So we need the first name, last name, and the age. So we're going to use first name, set first name, and that is going to do use state. And then we use state, so it's going to be, initially it's going to be nothing, right? And we're going to do the same thing with last name. Let me just copy this. All right, so this is not so long. Copy, paste, and then do the same thing here. Paste it again for the age. So we need to change this to last name and set last name, and then we got age, and then set age. This is gonna be 0 actually. So save that. Cool. Oh no. So on change, we want to run. You want to set first name with the e.target.value. Oops, come on, I like that. Give it back to me. There it is. e.target.value. All right. So then save that. Then the error goes away. And then just copy this, paste it, paste. Oops, actually, Command Z. Let me get the label. So this paste. So now that we have that, let's do last name. And then with last name, we want to do age. This is going to be set last name. This is going to be set age. And this is also going to be a number. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let me also just kind of. All right, cool. So we have first name, last name, age. Then let's also add a button, of course. All right, so we're gonna add a button, and all it's gonna do is, all right, so we're gonna add a button, and all it's gonna do is have an on click, and on click. What it's gonna do is add a user, right? And this is a something that we're gonna add up at the top. So it's not defined yet. So let's actually do that. So here we're gonna be making a post request to our database. It should be fairly easy. So let's do const add user, which is gonna be a synchronous function. So it's going to be async. And what we're going to do is const data equals, it's going to be an object, which is going to be first name. And then it's going to take in first name. Last name, age, just like that. And then we're going to get our settings for our post request. So our settings is going to be an object. We want to do a method. And what we want to do is a post. And then in our headers, what we want is we want to accept application/JSON, and then Oh, my wrist. Content type is going to be, hold on. All right, cool. And that content type is going to be application. Oh, I missed it. Application slash JSON. And then in our body, we want to do JSON dot stringify our data. All right, so we got our settings. And then with that, let's do a try. And we want to do const response is going to be, we want to await our request to the database, which is a post request. I'm going to do HTTP, which is our, let's just get the, do I have it open? Where's Insomnia? I'm lazy. Let me get this. Copy. So we got that. We're going to do this, and then we're going to have our settings with it. And then what? Yep. And then if everything was okay, where is that okay, then what we want to do is we want to return res.json. All right, for now, that's what we're going to do. We also going to do a catch just in case we get an error. Sometimes you get errors. I like to catch my errors, so let's do a catch, and all we want to do is the error. Oops, I'll keep missing. Look, see when I gotta wait there. Okay, I want to use tab 9. I like that, but it goes away too fast. Let's do console dot, oops. Log now, let's just console log there. Oh, looks like I'm missing a bracket. Let me see. Add user right here. All right, let me see. Yep, cool. Save that. All right. Oops. Let me add some text for our button. Just totally forgot. I'll do submit. Cool. Save that. Now we have that. And let's see. Add user async. Try make request here. Catch the error. So let's see what happens. So let's add one. So let's add Freddie Mac 86, 85. Submit. Another one here. I should have added something here so we can see it. So let's see. Let's look at our database. Freddie Mac. So it was successful. Okay, cool. So now let's add a button to where that we can get all of our users, right? Okay, so now that we are making successful post requests, let's get our users. So let's do, oops, not in here. Okay, so now that we have our successful post requests with our add user, let's get all of our users. So let's do const get users. This is going to be an asynchronous function as well. Async request response arrow that, And then here we're just gonna do a try. I'll do just a try catch. So I'm gonna do try const res equals awaits fetch, and we're gonna use our URL here. Okay, we're doing that, and then we want to do const data await. Const data equals, we want to await res.json there. And then let's add a hook. So you want to do for the list const users list and set users list equals use state, and this is going to be an empty array, just like that. Save it. Oh no, errors, I shouldn't have saved it. Okay, so if res.okay, everything's good, and what we want to do is set users list with the data, just like that. And then after that, we want to do a catch. We also want to catch any errors that pops up. We want to console.log those. Just log them real quick. And I forgot a bracket again, just like that. All right, cool. Oh yeah, and the get things that, the get user doesn't need a request and a response. So just take that out. I kind of copied what I had. So just take that out. We don't need the request and response. Yep. All right. So we should be good. Cool. And another thing that we can do, so now that we have this created, we can use our useEffect hook. So every time the page loads, it makes this request anyway. So useEffect. So import useEffect, and then what we want to do is useEffect and what we want to do is run get users, just like that, and give an empty dependency array. Cool. So save that. Okay, so it's getting the users, but we don't have nowhere to put the users. So now that we have that, let's just do so let's do a div dot users list dot class users list, and then in here what we want to do is map through our users list. So users list dot map, and we want to map through each user, and then we do div dot, we do div, and then the key is going to be the ID of the user. So key equals user ID. Don't need anything else. So inside of there, we're going to do an H3. And that H3 is going to be the user dot first name. And then, I don't know, H2. I didn't think this part out. User dot last name. and then H5, and let's do user.age. All right, cool, just like that. So let's save it, and voila, we are getting our users. We got John Pete 35, Joe Daniels 45, Freddie Mac 85. So it looks weird, but that's just how I didn't really think this part out. So we're getting all the users, and then we can add a user. Joey Lanes 67. Let's submit. Okay, so now I want it to add. So every time, I think in the dependency array, we want it to watch usersList. Right, I think that works that way. So let's do Young Tame. He's 67. And voila, there you go. So for each one that we add, it adds it here just by adding this to the dependency array for useEffect, and we are in there. So in the next video, we are going to be deploying this to Heroku for our backend, and our front end is going to be deployed through Netlify. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.